Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. Happy solstice if you are watching this on the day that I'm doing the reading, 12/21. Today is the solstice, winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. The sun is now in Capricorn, Jupiter now moved into Aries. So, Aries, Jupiter is now in your sign. The benefic planet of gifts, of expansion, of higher wisdom, higher knowledge. Connected to the sign of Sagittarius are beliefs. Things may be shifting or expanding and changing. So let's see what comes through for you, Aries. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Aries. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Check with your moon or rising signs if the sun sign is not resonating, or take in the information. It may make sense later down the road for you. Also, if you'd like to book a personal, private, one-on-one reading with me, you can do so on my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. The information is also in the description box below. So, Aries, let's see what comes through for you. Where are you at on your journey at this current time? What are you learning? What is shifting? What is changing? Another thing about what Jupiter is showing us right now is where we may have underestimated ourselves, or where we were mistaken, where we were believing something being one way, and now we're finding that it is another way. But let's see what comes through for you, Aries. And bear with me 1 second while I plug in my device, because that is bugging me and it's going to distract me. Okay. There will also be an extended reading to this reading over on Patreon. So if you find yourself really resonating with the message and you want to continue on to the extended version of the message, the information to my Patreon page is also in the description box below. For Aries. Aries, we have trust. First card out for you. Something that you're learning to trust others, learning to trust the messages that are coming through to you, learning to trust the higher knowledge and guidance and wisdom that is getting in touch with you right now. We have intimacy. So this I'm getting is trusting in your relationships or connections with others. Aries, you may be similar to some of the other readings I was doing today, where we find that we're not completely intimately connected with others because we still have an internal guard of some sort up. We're not completely dropping all of our boundaries and our facades. Boundaries are good if you have healthy boundaries, but if you really want to have a deep connection with somebody, it's really important to, and the sun's hitting me, it's really important to be very transparent so that you allow other people to really get to know you and see into you. Intimacy. It does require trust. I feel like maybe you were hurt in the past, as we all have been, and maybe fairness. Whenever we react to stimuli in life, situations, it is always because our reactions are tied to some form of trauma or pain from our childhood. We have vitality at the bottom. And it is important that we flow through life with our natural, vital life force energy. And when we find blocks and challenges and obstacles, it's because there are aspects and parts within us that are keeping our full energy from truly flowing. So it does require trust. Trust in yourself, trusting your connections that you're forming or that you have formed. Also with fairness, I'm getting that either you had been judging a person or a situation unfairly, or you were being judged unfairly by another. And sometimes it's a little bit of both because of the mirroring effect that we have on each other. Certain people do come into our lives. We're usually deep soul bonds where we have a connection from other lives, or it's just like you seem like you really feel like you've known this person forever or before. And we are energetically designed to activate each other in certain areas, as well as, sorry for the sun glare, the sun's just coming up into my window, as well as showing each other what patterns and childhood wounds and subconscious blocks we hold within ourselves. So a positive movement forward with trust. So it seems as though something is opening up and showing you more to a situation, allowing you to trust a connection, a person, or people. After maybe a period of time where you weren't trusting a situation or a person all the way as to how they were presenting themselves to you. That's what happens when we judge something before we have all of the information or all of the understanding. You're basically judging something based off of our past experiences, because we all try to protect ourselves. Deception and envy, yes. So this is under intimacy, which then we fall back into our default settings of playing a certain role or facade. The ego protector takes over, and it can be really deceptive to others. It does not allow us to get too close to somebody, even if you want to. If you're not showing all of you, expressing all of you, you're not trusting it, then it becomes very superficial and surface level. There could be some envy going on here as well within a connection. Usually when we put up those ego protectors, there is a sense of envy, jealousy, but also just not trusting all the way. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to fall for any foolery, trickery. Let's talk about, okay, and fairness. So what I'm getting here is that, oh, beautiful. You actually yearn for things to balance out, for things to become more fair. You have this hope. There's some healing going on right now within a situation, within a connection. It will bring things to more of a balance, more fairness, meaning the truth. Actually, bottom of the deck, the truth is revealing itself right now, Aries. And as the truth reveals itself, you start to let go of certain blocks and boundaries and guards that you had up, which is giving you back your life force energy to just flow. And also it's healing the connection, healing you, and really giving a huge sense of hope for a much more balanced and fair situation going forward. All right. So, all right. For Aries, dive a little deeper into this for you. Start with trust again, please. I feel also like your trust is to be emotionally connected to somebody else means that you trust them with your feelings and your emotions. And maybe you hadn't in the past because you had been hurt by whatever had happened, whatever story your mind started to create. It's almost like the way I'm reading this is something happened that gave you one way of seeing a person or a situation that made you start to mistrust and not trust the person in the situation. And you started to play your protector part where you're kind of nice and happy on the outside, but inside you're like, I don't trust it. Well, people can really sense that, and it doesn't allow for true intimate connection then. But that is balancing out, because I think overall you really had always hoped for this connection to really solidify. Or maybe it's more than one. Maybe more than one connection or person has been showing you this about yourself. More than one. For some. For others, it's a very significant connection. Could even be family. It's very intimately connected. Yet the intimacy level was very superficial and surface level because of mistrust. Yeah, this, whatever's going on right now, you're healing through the old, letting the past go, and the energy is pushing forward. Positive movement forward with the Chariot, just a double confirmation. You're beginning to truly trust this connection and this person or these people, these connections again, as well as trusting yourself, trusting your senses, your intuition, and learning the lesson, learning about yourself and what has kept you from deeply connecting to others. It goes back to childhood. It goes back to trauma. It's not connected to those that you are trying to connect to now or are working on a connection with now. The Empress. So instead of playing a part, deceiving each other, maybe even just being on your best behavior kind of thing, now the Empress energy, divine feminine energy, not gender energy, meaning receptivity, intuition, and compassion, care, nurturing. All of that is coming forward, allowing for the connection to heal and reunite. And that's good, because we all do need to have at least one or more of these deeper connections in our lives. Four of Wands and the Emperor, the Empress and the Emperor. So you're taking accountability for yourself, your actions, your words, and taking control of yourself, your life. which is also bringing things more into a fair situation between the two of you. Seeing each other, seeing both sides of the coin, both sides of the situation. So Aries, I'm going to pull you one more message here. And then we're going to take the rest of this over onto the extended. So again, if you'd like to join us over there, that information is in the description box below for Patreon. If this is where you leave us, I'll pull you one more last message here. And please, if you like this video, please click that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Greatly appreciated and truly, truly helps with the channel, helps with the growth of the channel, as well as getting messages out to others who may need to hear the messages as well. So greatly appreciate that. All right. What do we have for Aries? We have risk. Just like the full energy, Aries energy, trusting, having a leap of faith, and really letting go of all of the things that were holding you back, the inhibitions, the stories, the judgment, and letting your guard down, letting others in, intimacy, letting others in to fully embrace and get to know you and connect with you. So that's where I'm going to leave you here today, Aries. Happy holidays to all of you, and thank you for joining. Much love to all of you, and I'll be back next week. Take care. Bye.